Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to share some of Warren Buffett's investment advice and how I'm going to apply this in my TFSA investment for 2023. So as many of you know, Warren Buffett, renowned investor, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, he's really well known for his long-term value-oriented approach to investing. He's consistently generated impressive returns for his shareholders over decades. Now, when Warren Buffett, what does he have to say about investing and how can this apply to my portfolio in 2023? Well, one piece of advice that Warren Buffett consistently has given along the years is to focus on the long term. And that's what I'm doing with my portfolio. He believes this is the key to investing, is to hold a diversified portfolio and hold on to all of your investments for the long haul. So basically, in his own words, my favorite holding period is forever. Now, Buffett, he also advises investors to be cautious about trying to time the short term, chasing short-term gains. So instead, he recommends focusing on finding good businesses that have a strong underlying fundamentals and are likely to perform very well over the long term. Now, in terms of specific industries, this will be different for everybody, but Buffett has a track record of investing in companies that have a strong brand, durable, competitive advantage. These can include companies, consumer staples, healthcare, as well as industries that are likely to have a stable and long-term demand in the future. Now, overall, Buffett's advice for investing is to stay focused on the long term, diversify your portfolio, look for good businesses, and look for strong underlying fundamentals. Now that we know how Warren Buffett invests, I've decided to make a few changes actually in how I'm going to start and revise my investing in 2023. So how am I going to do this? Well, he's a big believer of long term in the market. My portfolio has been the goal of my portfolio in the TFSA is long-term investments. But what I'm going to start to do in 2023, I'm going to be doing a better job at basically dollar cost averaging it into industries and also investing in things that are better for the long term, not chasing any short-term gains in the portfolio. Now, how am I going to be doing this? So what I'm going to be doing is a couple of changes to how I deposit into Wealthsimple. I'm going to be setting up regular weekly deposits. Now, the plan to go forward, I want to put $100 into my TFSA every week. That's the goal for the year for me for 2023. I hope I can stick to it. I'm going to set up auto deposits to go in there. But what am I going to do with that? So $100 is going to go in every Monday. I will have it set up. And what I will do is I'm going to be buying one share of VDY, that's the Vanguard Canadian High Dividend Yield ETF. That's going to give me some good dividend growth over the long term. So that's going to take about $45 depending on the price range. With the remainder of that, I'm basically taking that my $100, I'm going to split it into $50, $50. What I'm going to do with the remainder after buying one share of VDY is put it into a fractional share of VFV, that's the Vanguard S&P 500 Index ETF. So I will continue to dollar cost average into that for a small amount every week as well. Now, that other $50 of the 100, what am I going to do with that? I'm looking to really build and start to build up my emergency fund. Now, obviously, if you've been watching the channel, you knew and especially if you've been watching the live streams, you do know this year seemed like a year that everything is more expensive and lots of expenses. I had some car expenses to take care of. I did move, so there's a bit of a depletion I feel in my emergency fund. So I want to bump that up a lot and work on to bump that up. So for $50 a week, I'm going to put it in, just holding it in cash. So what I've decided to do is put $50 every Monday into the Purpose Canadian Cash ETF. Now that is an ETF that is available on Wealthsimple. I'm going to put in $50 every Monday on that, and it's paying a dividend yield of right now pretty good actually, considering it's a cash account. It's about 4.59% as I'm filming this. So $50 a week will go into that as well as those two ETFs. Now, what about everything else in my portfolio? I'm not selling anything in my portfolio. That's not the plan. I still will continue to dollar cost average into them as I have extra money available, but I will also be putting the dividends that I do receive from my existing shares. I will be reinvesting that in the same company. But just wanted to take a more focused approach in this coming year and making sure I'm diligent in getting that weekly deposit in to be able to take advantage. I think the market, we're going to be in for that rough time for a while. So I think kind of to take advantage of some of that bumpiness over the more long term and especially into 2023. So those are the changes that I'm doing for 2023. I would love to hear what you are considering doing with your portfolio. Leave me a comment. It's always fun to hear what people are doing with their investments. On that note, if you haven't made a live stream yet, we're going to continue on the live streams in 2023. They've been a lot of fun, so I am going to be continuing to do that. We do have them every Monday to Friday. They go 8 a.m. to about 8:45, 9 o'clock. We usually get a good group, good discussion in there. So it'll be great to have you join along. If you haven't joined one already, it would be great to see you there. As always, if you're not able to make it live, you can always catch the replays on the channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. There's my goals for 2023, and we'll see you all in the next video.